It breaks my heart a little bit to be the one to have to tell you this, but there is no supplement on the planet that can outwork your inconsistent habits. And it's just a fact. And I get why you and myself sometimes, and why most people in the world want supplements to do this work for us. I get that we all wish that there was a capsule or something that just made it easier. And with GLP-1s, totally different conversation, but it's part of the way there. It's not the whole, nothing on this planet can replace the consistency with the basics. We're not there yet. Maybe someday we will be, but we're not there yet. And this isn't an anti-supplement podcast. If you heard yesterday, I'm not against them. However, I am very pro reality when it comes to the things, the habits that we do that will actually get us results. And taking a greens powder or a creatine gummy is not going to be the thing that makes the difference. So people often buy supplements because they're tired, they are frustrated, progress feels really slow, and they really want this to work. And there's nothing wrong with wanting help. But the problem is when that supplement starts to become the plan, when the support of a supplement replaces the actual showing up and doing the thing. Because it's impossible for supplements to replace movement or fix your chaotic sleep schedule or crappy sleep schedule. It will not undo your random eating and your yo-yoing and all that stuff. And it definitely will not override your chronic stress. Supplements just aren't that good yet. Again, maybe in the future they will be, but if your workouts are sporadic, your protein is hit or miss, your sleep is a mess, to put it nicely, and your step count is in like the 2000s, then supplements are basically just going to be making really expensive urine. And I said that in the last one too, but a lot of these supplements, they just get peed right out if our body isn't using them properly. And if you're not doing the basics, odds are good that your body's not worried about optimizing your creatine if you're not getting any sleep. You can't outsource your consistency to some greens powder. It just doesn't work that way. And again, I would love if we got to a point where it could, where we could put exercise in a pill and an 8 hour night of sleep and a full, like deep REM cycle or cycles in a pill. That'd be amazing. But we're not there yet. So let's work in reality, because the marketing fantasy that's been sold to us by a lot of supplement companies is that if we just take the thing, that you can shortcut your effort, that you can buy progress or results, and that you can skip all the boring parts. But that fantasy gets to be really expensive and is oftentimes really disappointing. Supplements can, however, help support the habits that you already have. They can help fill some real gaps that you have because you're already doing the basics, and then there's still gaps. If you're not doing the basics, there's a huge gap. And supplements aren't big enough to fill that gap. So they can also enhance your recovery. They can reduce pain, fatigue, that type of stuff, but only when the basics are mostly there. You're already showing up for yourself. These supplements should be supplemental. They amplify your consistency. They don't create it. They're not magic, right? So relying on supplements instead of habits keeps you dependent on the supplement. What happens if you are giving everything to this supplement, like you're relying on it, you're all in on it, and then the company goes out of business or they change a formula or anything like that, and then you're like lost. You're like, I can't do this without that supplement. And instead, if you actually build your habits, get your basics in check, you have the confidence, you have your own momentum, and you everything else is clicking. The supplements just enhance that. And then if the supplement goes away, you've still got your basics. You're still solid. You're good. So relying on the supplement is a fast track to staying dependent, not addicted dependent, but just dependent on it for some results that you may or may not get. So move, eat, sleep, repeat. Get those, nail the basics, and then ask, is there something that could support this if you're wanting extra support in a certain area? And so that could be a question that you ask yourself today. If you're already taking something, what habit is this supplement supposed to support? And then a follow-up question, am I actually doing that habit consistently? So if you're taking a sleep supplement, but you're not actually you're not setting yourself up for success for a good night of quality sleep, the sleep supplement probably isn't going to be able to do its job all the way. See what I mean? So if the answer is no, that you're not actually doing the habit that the supplement is meant to support, maybe you can pause the supplement and start with the habit, or keep doing the supplement if you want and also do the habit. Either way, make sure the habit gets done, and then you're making the most of the supplements that you are taking. So build the habits first, let the supplement play a small supporting role instead of trying to take over the show. So that's today's daily bit of fit. Take it and run or walk or stretch. Just go move. That's it for today's daily bit of fit. I'm Coach Mack from Running with Bacon, reminding you that small steps really do add up. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a bit. And if today's episode hit home, send it to a friend who might need it too. And if you ever want a quick pep talk tailored just for you, DM me on Instagram because I'm always happy to send some encouragement your way. You can find more support and my health coaching resources at runningwithbacon.com, or come hang with me on Instagram for some healthy fun. Until next time, keep taking those small steps because you don't need a perfect plan, just a consistent one.